Hello, Namaste, and welcome to Money and Romance Manifestation event for beginners. So, what is manifestation? By its definition, it's the outpouring or show up or extraction of something which led to its manifestation or outpouring or show up, or it got pushed out because of certain events that occurred behind the scenes. So it can be manifestation of literally anything. You can manifest literally anything, and some of you are like completely new to my world, so welcome home. And I am very excited to talk to you from the scratch about manifestation. Hello and welcome everyone, whoever has joined the live stream. Hi Satya, hi Neha, hi Priyanka. So we have two Nehas joining. So I am like so very excited to have you all here. Hi Supriya. I'm so very excited to have you all here on board, and this is going to be a mind-blowing event, and it was impromptu. I had no idea that I will be hosting an event, but in last 5 days I have had 130 plus success stories, and I have been thrilled. It can be more than that actually, because I have lost count, and I have been left thrilled and baffled and in awe and gratitude for this flow of success stories. Not only that, this has also been the week where we have closed our 225k INR. So this has been a 2,25,000 week for Quantum Dynamic 8. So we definitely deserve a clap and celebration. So whether you are manifesting money, whether you are manifesting relationship, each phase will require a new you. So a person who is manifesting 700 billion is going to have a different mindset compared to a person who is just starting to manifest their first 1 lakh. It's obvious, right? It's common sense, right? That there is going to be a havoc difference in the mindset in every layer. As you inculcate the awareness of manifestation, furthermore, your vibration increases, and that is mainly why we are all here on planet Earth, to raise the frequency, to raise the vibration of planetary Earth consciousness. And we are literally multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. So what do I mean by multi-dimensional beings? We live in different dimensions in every realm, whether be it the convolutions of your brain, the various layers of your brain. Each layer is a dimension. Various sensations inside of you caused by the various different form of emotions are different form of dimensions. Each emotion is associated to a particular frequency. So for example, love has 540 hertz, joy and gratitude has around 600 hertz, anger has somewhere around 50 hertz, shame and guilt has 30 hertz, 20 hertz. So each emotion is associated to a particular frequency, and each frequency is harboring a particular dimension. So each dimension has its own frequency. So whichever dimension you are in, you cannot harbor one frequency, because you are a multidimensional being. So whenever you are thinking of something in particular, say romance manifestation, you are wanting to manifest a specific person, there will be plethora of thoughts you will have regarding that person. There will be a mixture of emotions that you will be carrying, and amidst each mixture you are in different vibrations or frequencies. Therefore you are in different dimensions, and you're living a multidimensional experience all at the same time. You are in the moment, you are thinking in the moment, but it's not you just who is thinking. There are aspects of you, there are parts of you which are harboring different frequencies and different thoughts inside of your very being. And those frequencies are in different dimensions, thinking of different things, imagining different things, and are having multidimensional experiences. To come in alignment with all of you is to come in alignment with all of your dimensions, to come in one quotient point where you literally have found the awareness or point to be in a point of unification or unified field with all of your consciousness, to know that it is here. All my aspects are in the knowingness that it is here. But how does your aspects fragment? Let me tell you something that you are used to. No, I don't think I can have that guy. I don't think this relationship is going to work out. I don't think the person really wants to be with me. I think we ended up on a very bad note. The 4 sentences I said are harboring in 4 different dimensions, are 4 different frequencies, are 4 different aspects of you, are 4 different parts of you, are 4 different dimensions where you are harboring at the same time as a human being, despite the fact you are here. But that is where your consciousness is traveling. That is how interesting is it? Like, it isn't it like super duper interesting? So each aspect of your consciousness is your awareness. What is your awareness again? Each thought is your awareness. So the idea that you are aware of that there is a fear in you that maybe he will never come back, maybe he doesn't want to be with me, oh, he blocked me. You are aware of these evidences. You are aware that he blocked you. So you are conscious of the awareness that you have been blocked. So it is in your consciousness that you have been blocked. And that which you are harboring in your consciousness, that which you are conscious of, that which you are aware of, is making you present in knowingness of what you just know. And manifestation is a pathway where all your negative thoughts have to be shifted to positive thoughts, to harbor you to a state where you're conscious that, okay, he has blocked me, but through manifestation, through change of the energetic configuration, he can unblock me again. Okay, it seems like there is a third party in situation, but through change in energetic configuration, the third party can go. It starts with knowing that it can happen. When you are in a beginner stage, you don't go to the end and be like, oh, it has happened. When you are just starting, you get to the awareness, okay, this is possible. Out of nowhere, you are the one who can win the lottery, and it's possible. It can happen. Coming to the awareness of possibility of it can happen is opening up another dimension in you and another frequency in you where you are harboring the truth of it can happen. Now, the fun part is the vibration you're holding on to, the frequency of it will not happen, I'm supposed to suffer, things are supposed to be like this, is actually in a fearful frequency, and naturally its frequency is way lesser. So since that emotion is associated at a lower frequency, the moment you are coming up with a positive thought like it can happen, it is possible, my life can change, things can like transmute forever in my life, I can get like super duper lucky. The moment you are harboring that consciousness, what's happening is that that's at a higher frequency. So all of your dimensions are vibing up to match up to that frequency. So if you keep on holding that, oh, it can happen, it's possible, it's eventually a vibration is leveling up, and you are getting into the zone of the vibe of feeling good. This is why one positive thought can cancel out 3 negative thoughts. If you just practice gratitude for like 21 days, your brain will be rewired to think happy thoughts. So when you are just starting the manifestation journey, start with little things. And there's a very famous example of yellow duck example in law of attraction, but we would do something like feathers, because people who come in my energy proximity somehow get flooded with feathers and butterflies. It's like a thing in our community. So I'm pretty sure you'll be one of them too, who will be like flooded with butterflies and feathers. So think of a feather. Just close your eyes and think of a feather. And out of nowhere, a feather lands up in your house. And that feather is your angelic dimension, living in 6th density or 6th D or 6th dimensional reality, which is sending you a sign to tell you that this exists. Satya says birds too. Yes, birds are also flooded in my energy field, because I have actually got birds at home. So it may be because of that all my community members get flooded with birds, feathers, and it's a regular thing. So the moment you see that feather, you'll be like, oh my god, this showed up. So then maybe do like, okay, I'm going to be walking and suddenly I will see a 10 rupee note that's lying on the road, and it'll be that money that my guardian angel has sent me, and that is going to be a sign, and you will be mesmerized and amazed that it is there. Actually, even if you have heightened to a greater dimension, even then you can go around looking for signs and see how you are experiencing the consciousness. Like, everyone is you pushed out. So literally, you have taken an auto to go to a particular route. Everybody who is seated in that auto with you at that particular moment are all you. The person who is driving the auto is also you, and you are actually experiencing yourself through all. Otherwise, why would those few people be in the auto, and why would you be in that auto? You could have been in another auto, and everybody is you pushed out, and everybody comes in your energy field, because somewhere the emotional dimension has some connection with each other. So to give you a more concrete example, you go to the office by bus every morning and you are in a state of hurry. Everybody is, right, in a state of hurry that they have to go to the office. Oh my god, we are getting late. Everybody is harboring that particular frequency, which makes all of them a vibrational match to you. You go to an office and you are particularly working on a project. You don't want to work, but you know at the end of the day you have to do the work and you have to give it to your manager, and all of you know that. And because all of you know that, all of you are harboring that one consciousness commonality frequency, which makes you a one unit in the entire company. And that's how one nation, one world energy is held actually. We all care about our country, for we all want our country's economy to rise. We really all want our country to develop further. We really want success for our country and the world, and that is where we are all united. We don't want another wave of COVID. We all want no more wave of COVID anymore. So that brings us to a one unified point of cohesion and frequency, where we are all living in that particular dimension. So literally all of those people who are wanting to eradicate third party are in the same dimension. Like, you hate the third party. All of you here who wants to eradicate the third party feel that emotion. So it is in that dimension, in that frequency, you are forming a unified field of consciousness and making that a reality, where with the strength of coming in togetherness, you are choosing that yes, the third party is eradicated and we choose it. And this is how formation of community happens through a cluster of frequency, making each frequency cluster different dimensions and realities and possibilities that are happening all at once at the same time. And you can go into any frequency, and there are already people who have been in that frequency, who are in that frequency, and because that vibration is already there and is being held in thought process of others, you can literally submerge into that frequency and be in oneness to that frequency and form a unified field of consciousness with that frequency right at this moment. That's how lucky we are as human beings. You can literally move into different parallel realities, and each parallel reality is nothing but different frequencies. And to tap into different frequencies, you really have to get into the thoughts. And this is why thoughts create reality, because thoughts are associated to a particular frequency, and there's a group of people who are having that stream of thoughts. So it's already a reality. What makes anything a reality is a group of people agreeing to it for it to be a reality. So when a group of people agree to an awareness already, that frequency already exists, that possibility already exists. This is why it is said that all that you want already exists. You just need to get there by tapping into that frequency. How do you tap into a frequency? By catching the stream of thoughts. And this is the most simplified way I am being able to teach, but I intend to be more simpler at this point so that I can connect to more of you who are just starting the journey. So here I am catching the thoughts of those who are just starting with the journey. So I am changing my dimension or changing my energy frequency to those thoughts that a person might be having when they are starting the journey. And there's nothing right, wrong, good, bad. You just see that I was talking in a stream of thought, I was in a particular dimension, and right now my dimension changed because I intently focused on connecting to people who are just starting. And the information that I'm right now giving out shifted in its potency and dimension compared to the information I was giving out. This is how I immediately shifted to a parallel reality right in front of your eyes, because both the realities already exist. So if there's nothing right and wrong, good and bad, all the right, wrong, good, bad have actually come from society, because religions have decided that this is a set of right. and this is a set of wrong, and other religions have bought into it, society has got into it, politicians have bought into it, functional bodies, schools and everything have bought into it, and that formulated it to be a rule, like this is how it should be and this is how it should not be. And with the should and should not be, people have been following the flock like a ship without questioning, because people are scared of questioning the authority, going against the authority, really stepping out of the box and doing something on their own, because people want to be liked, people want to fit in, people want to connect to each other. And often at times, if they are in survival and they are focused on where is my next paycheck coming, how do I pay the bills, they are bound to be in fear-based survival programming. Average man who goes to the office has thoughts like, I have to pay that bill, I have to pay that LIC person, I have to take care of my child's education, I have to bother about my child's educational loan, I have to care about my family, I have to pay the electricity bill. This is the average thought of a normal person. A person who is a farmer will have thoughts like, I hope I have the money to have food, despite the fact I have crops and people are buying that, and probably I cannot just only survive on potato, but perhaps I should have the money to have rice at home. And that is the average thought that somebody is having in our world at this point of time, and that survival instinct exists in all of us, because the farmer is also you pushed out. We are all equally responsible for giving back to the, contributing back to the society as much as we can. It's not just about sitting back and saying that government should do something for the farmers, government should do something for the communities that are in need, but we can also do, and we have the opportunities and options, and there are NGOs and organizations that have collaborated to take up projects of these sort, and to be in such projects and to contribute financially and vibrationally as well, because if you're in a higher dimensional frequency, the money whenever you're giving also, it's from a higher dimension. So it's not only the energy of money you are exchanging, you are also exchanging your dimensional frequency codes, which are blessing those people to heighten in their consciousness or heighten in their awareness. How will a person in that situation heighten in their awareness? Is because we will start seeing India as a flourishing India, we will start seeing this world as flourishing world, we will start seeing the farmers as flourishing beings. We are going to look at them as, oh, they are so abundant, they're doing so great, there are new schemes and there are new methods and technologies that are being appointed to help them, which is reducing the rate of farmer suicide. And that's how we as conscious beings, if we start to see this world, if we start to see everybody, we can start changing this world through our imagination. And that is how much powerful imagination is, and that is how much powerful manifestation is and energy is. And it's about channelizing it for something which really leads to an impactful movement for us all, for the greatest good. Not to get back, but everyone is you pushed out. So as your country's poverty line increases, there will be a change in the dollar and Indian currency exchange rate also. There will be a lot of advantage you already will have. So you're already getting back, right? So we are already getting back, everything is always coming back, and money is always getting printed. And it's about really choosing to see and look at the system, how it can be better. The system is also stuck in how it has been, and everybody out there in the system are ships who cannot make the change. A bunch of ships who are stuck in a particular consciousness and are fearful. To really rig the system, change the system, and really make a movement in the system, it's not about protesting against the system, but it's going with the system and going with all that is, and realizing that what in my consciousness can I be aware of, that if I am aware of, it will affect the consciousness of the overall global economy, will affect the overall consciousness of the government, and holding that consciousness and harboring that awareness. So if you are aware that a particular stream of changes can lead to a set of improvement for the collective, hold that thought, believe in it, know it, nurture it, research about that thought so much that thought becomes a natural state of your being. Like, you just know that if I think like this, it is all going to fall in place. And it is going to get manifested. I have seen this happen time and again in my journey. Like, right now even, the BJP slogan of One Earth, One Nation, I was like, oh my God, this is a sign. And that is the kind of sign I look for at my consciousness at this point, because I am into one consciousness, unity consciousness, and there has been global rising of people, awakening of the mass consciousness, and one unified field consciousness is coming in awareness. And One Earth, One Nation has been something that I had been manifesting forever, and it's happening now. That's manifestation. Simply by focusing on the fact that everything is fine, COVID is gone, there's no wave, nobody is getting affected, whatever has happened, now things are changing, we can affect the global consciousness. And that is how powerful we all are actually. So nothing is right or nothing is wrong, everything is just set in the structures and ideas. And our conscience is also rigged. Our conscience feels something is right or wrong based on the programming our conscience had forever. And our conscience are getting programmed by religions, people, society, how things have been, history, persecution of prophets, and finally our conscience had reached that state of fearfulness. And whenever you are taking a decision and you feel like it's hurting my conscience, it's hurting the fear in your conscience. There are a lot of fear in your system, there's a lot of trigger in your system, and you're fearful in your system because of those triggers. And those fears have made you literally confiscated in those zones where you feel like, oh my God, something is out there to get me. Again, dimension. Somebody will hurt me. Another dimension. There is someone who is going to affect me. Another dimension. And each dimension is a frequency where you are harboring all at the same time inside of your being, and that is where you are living a multi-dimensional experience. And the moment you realize that, the moment you understand that you are a multi-dimensional being having a human experience, so at the core of your heart, if you are harboring in a frequency of something is out there to get me, that itself has a lot more dimensional thoughts. So let's talk about something is out there to get me. One of the worst fear people have. So if we break down something is out there to get me further, it will break down to life has always been bad to me, life has been so depleting, life has been so tarnishing, life is so scary, life is not good to me, good things do not happen to me. So that one negative thought is associated to so many clusters of negative thoughts. And again, all these thoughts that I said, each of those thoughts are associated to various dimensions of negative thoughts. And each of those dimensions are a possibility that people are harboring and living. And you feel connected to the reality of it because a group of people are already living that and are feeling real in their consciousness, and that thought is alive. The moment you're falling into that thought, it starts to feel so real. The thought feels like a thread because it is a reality which is getting manifested. Of course, it's going to be scary because it is a scarier manifested reality that is happening now, and it is real. Every dimension is real. Everything is real. You are real. I'm real. Everything is real. Sex is real. So is everything real. So that dimension, somebody is living that life, harboring that fear. To that person, that dimension, that reality is extremely real. The person is feeling like this is my reality and this is where I am. And if a person is feeling like that I am, consciousness is becoming that person's frequency. To shift that frequency, a person really has to understand in those fearful zone that, hey, you are there, this is reality, but things can change because you are energy. You're literally made up of atoms and molecules. And by changing your energetic configuration of those atoms and molecules, your energetic structure can be changed. And literally, as those energetic structures get changed in your system, you are going to rise and shift to a frequency where you are feeling better. And you're going to get into the state where you are starting to feel like I can have things in my favor. And that is where you will start to resonate to a reality where it feels real, and you'll catch that reality immediately. And that is why thoughts create reality, and you don't need to know so much to let thoughts create reality, but you need to know because the science and the logic are also part of our brain. We have like a creative mind and a logical mind, right? So your logical mind and creative mind have to be in a constant state of integration and harmony to have that point of coercion. So it's not just about bypassing your negative thoughts, it's about making your negative thoughts understand like it's a baby. Like, hey baby, manifestation exists. This is for beginners. So, hey baby, manifestation exists and we can create amazing stuff. Like, you think of 2 million rupees, 2 million rupees will appear. You can win lottery through those thoughts. People have won lottery. So your life can change. You want to see more? Let's binge watch some videos. This is how it starts. Go ahead and binge watch videos. What is manifestation? Read about manifestation. Read Neville. Search up for Abraham Hicks if you don't know about Abraham Hicks already. Go through my book. Read my books. Go ahead and come and join me for a quantum integration session because I am pro at it. Even if you're a beginner, I'm going to expand your consciousness and take you to an advanced level consciousness in not even 3 months. This is a proof, living proof that I can do it in an event in not even 30 minutes. And that is because I really know what I'm talking about, and I've really been studying what I'm talking about for years and ages and eternity. So I just know my thing well. Get clear on concept. It's not only about money or romance manifestation. Get clear on concept. If you are studying quantum physics, if you are studying physics, if you are studying chemistry, biology, any subject, get clear on your concept. If you are clear on a concept, you would not bother about anything, but naturally the clarity in the concept will get you the result. So do not try to mug up anything in life. Do not try to force something in life. Get clear about the concept, and it applies for everything, from maths to manifestation, everything. So, if you are manifesting money and if you are a beginner, Start with knowing that there's abundance of everything. There's abundance of love, there's abundance of money, there's abundance of everything. If you share money, your money will not end, but it will come back. Money is energy. If you are feeling like, oh my god, I'm giving money, money will not come back, money is not enough, money is evil, money is not good, money does not grow on trees, these are thoughts and frequencies which people have lived in, your ancestors have lived in, your forefathers have lived in, people live in there. And because people live in there, it resonates as reality, it feels true at the core, because that's a frequency where people are harboring, and you're getting stretched and pulled to that frequency, and then you're starting to see life from the lens of that frequency. So if you are thinking money is evil, you're starting to see everything from the point of view of money is evil. If somebody is talking a money conversation, oh, money is evil, this person is so evil, man, like, oh my god, they just talked about money. That's because you are harboring the frequency of money is evil consciousness. And somebody is talking about money, and the consciousness in you that money is evil is coming up, and you're like, oh, money is evil, this person is evil, they're talking about money. Or you think that money is bad, money is evil, and somebody is telling that, oh, you're here to make money. You're like, the person said I'm here to make money, the person thinks I'm such a wrong person. I've been there in the initial years of my journey in business, because spiritual people have the things like, oh my god, you're doing spiritual stuff, you're charging, and right now things are even better, but when I came into the industry, things were even intense. There were people living in more lack consciousness compared to now, where our consciousness is of the collective or of our industry. Things were worse back then. And I remember integrating those tiny little layers and heightening to that consciousness when I reached there. Like, money is abundant, bro. And I really wanted to affect it for the collective consciousness. It was like my determination, because I was like, what's going on, bro? Like, why are we not valuing ourselves? Why are we not understanding this, that it's just different frequencies that we're harboring? And then the idea of government manipulates, government have the power, these people have the power, those people have the power, literally got people to a dimension of feeling like, okay, maybe charging is evil, this person is doing that, that is evil, oh, that person is charging $5,000, oh my god, how can this person do it? These judgments have streamed from those consciousness or dimensions or frequencies where you're harboring there that, what's the point, this should be for free, in Gautama Buddha time it was free. Hello, it's not Gautama Buddha time. Breaking news, wake up. And this is 2023, and literally all of these thoughts are holding back money, because you literally have to, you're conduit of energy, you're nothing but conduit of energy, we're vibrational beings having a human experience. So you literally have to hold the space energetically. Quantum integration therapy helps you to hold space as well. Quantum integration therapy heals everything. Like, one day I will come up and talk just about quantum integration therapy and what all it can do. It's like a premium quality tool, a luxury therapy tool for premium VIP community members, whoever join in, and it can change every dimension of your reality, because when you integrate, everything shifts. Integration is going to the root core cause of something and really shifting the polarities to come in alignment, and you reach that state where you can have it all. You can integrate literally anything in this planet, and literally through integration have come this far. And you literally need to integrate and activate different awareness. Sometimes we are activated with certain awareness, but that is not integrated or imbibed in us. We know something, but we don't really know it. We are not being it. Integration helps you in being something, and that has actually helped me the most and my clients the most, with me celebrating like 3,000 plus success stories now. 3130 success stories. I have lost count. Literally, I lost count, and I'm so grateful that I've lost count. I want to lose more count of my success stories. Like, bring on 20k success stories, and I want to lose count. Then also I might not lose count because I'm grateful for like even one success story. I'm like, wow. And I cherish each and every success story, each and every, even if it's just, thank you, you changed my life. That itself is like, oh my god. Because I'm really, really grateful for reaching this far actually. But whenever we are talking about money consciousness and you're harboring in those frequencies of negative thoughts, hold on right there and write it down. Money is actually getting printed in the bank all the time. There are thousands of ways to earn money. There are hundreds of ways to multiply money. There are ton loads of ideas that you can come up with, and then you can convert into business, and then you can make money. There are so many ways to make money. So money is abundant in nature. So wherever you have started to feel like money is limited, things really don't happen easily, life is difficult, life is out there to get me, that is exactly the kind of thoughts and dimensions and frequencies which you are seeing life through. And if you are seeing life through a certain frequency, even if something good happens, you will keep on seeing life through that lens, and you will never be able to look at the good thing that is happening in your life unless your dimension shifts. This is why it said that even if you have it all, you cannot buy happiness. It's an inside job. You're not looking for that person to give you that love. You're looking for that love inside. And once you've given that to yourself and you feel like, oh, I feel this love, I've got this love, that third party is gone, he has stopped talking to third party, he has got nothing to do with her, and I'm feeling such justice that this is happening. That's where you start harboring it, that consciousness. It's literally about being the consciousness that even Neville Goddard techniques talk about. Neville Goddard has taught this all his life, that it is about the I am God consciousness. You are the God, and everything that you're experiencing is a consciousness, and you are just limited to your imagination. I'm obsessed with Neville as well, of course. And literally everything that you're looking at, you're limited to it by your imagination, because you are looking at something that you think is reality, because that's a vibrational frequency where it's getting caught. And you are looking at something and you're feeling like, you're looking at your bank account, for example, and you are thinking like, suppose you want to manifest 1 crore rupees. I don't have 1 crore rupees. So you are giving more energy inside of you to the idea, to the feeling. Neville has a book, in fact, Feeling is the Secret. So go ahead and read it. So it's your feeling actually where you are giving the thought that, I don't have it. So the moment you're getting into I don't have it, that frequency is furthermore channeling into different dimensions of consciousness in regards to this. Like, I don't have it is your core dominant frequency, and then your subdivision of frequency will be I don't have it, I'm not having it, it's not. Wow, I love this. Rafi Das just talks about what's the difference between subconsciousness and consciousness, and that's when I said that subdivision of consciousness. So your core consciousness is, I don't have the 1 crore rupees yet. Your subdivision consciousness then becomes, because this is your lens, so this is the dominant frequency, so aspects closest to this frequency will be your subdivision consciousness frequency, and they'll be telling you that, I wouldn't have it, it's so difficult, life is so difficult, money is so hard to get, it's only those few people who get it, they're so lucky, they're such bitches, because they are so salesy, they get it. Because I'm not that salesy, I don't get it. Life is just fair to some people. They've just done the work, bro. Sales did not come to me like by birth. I literally had to work my ass off, watch 100 tons of videos of other people, show up for other people's events, really learn things, really get it by vibe, and then I am speaking like I was born to be an orator. But yeah, I'm a Gemini being a narrator comes easily, but I need to talk sense, right? I can't just talk gibberish, showing off my oratory skills, right? So it doesn't come overnight to anyone. Success is an overnight task is not true, because a musician who gets overnight success has been practicing for years and has been writing songs and doing stuff for years, and one fine day that one song hits. It's the same with all of us, all creators, all in all dimensions. And it's literally in the dominant consciousness starts to make you feel in those perspectives. And the way to shift it and flip the game altogether and quantum leap is to induce in a completely opposite thought based on where you are and what is believable to you. So initially it will be, hey, it can change. You're thinking like that, but law of attraction really exists. Be humble, and then you will be able to really understand that it's not possible to know it all at once. You just keep on learning, inculcating awareness, and that is how the expansion happens. For teachers like me who fast track the process, even for us, we've been studying every day. I study every day. I have to know something or the other new every day. And there are so many things I'm studying and getting to know, and I don't know so many things, and there's no harm in telling I don't know. When you are open to the I don't know, there's so many things to learn. So be humble, and be humble enough to know that there's more to learn. If you are if you're coming from a state of consciousness feeling like, hey, I don't think manifestation works and manifestation is real, instead of going and protesting that manifestation is not real, I'm going to prove manifestation is not real, see that how are so many people getting it. Like, what is the mechanism? If you are like an astrology enthusiast and you're like, no, it's not gonna work because Rahu is here and Ketu told me it's gonna come to my house and fuck my case, so it's not gonna work, and Mercury is very pissed at you. Alright, but do you realize that every planet is connected to an emotion? Every planet is, I'm not making this up. Go and check in your birth chart. Every planet is connected to a set of your emotions, set of your state of dimensions and thoughts. And I am saying affecting those emotions that are associated to the planets that are written in your birth chart. By shifting it, you can align the relationship with that particular planet. So if Mercury is making you impatient, what in your life is making you impatient? Why are you impatient, bro? So you might be impatient because, oh, I have to pay bills and I don't know where the money is coming from. Hold on right there. How can you earn the money? Oh, but I'm so depressed with ascension symptoms. Get the fuck up and talk about I'm so depressed with ascension symptoms and the state you have reached at least now from where you were. And there are people already in that dimension seeking for your help. So each dimension has a particular teacher. This is how. So you are literally here for a reason and a particular purpose. There are abundance of money and source of income for all. I started my business with content writing. I used to write reviews for pages. I used to write. That's how I started my business. And then I upgraded to be a tarot reader, and I was not really interested in tarot 110% because I was already aware of parallel realities when I started tarot reading. But I started to show how with tarot you can shift consciousness, how with tarot you can create reality, how intuition can be channelized into positive energy, and how resonance creates reality. Got into my awareness more deeply when I was reading tarot, and I have seen time and again that with tarot card we can cast spells, and just by changing our mindset and shuffling the cards with a particular mindset, and then the card coming up, you considering it as a sign, actually heightens your consciousness faster, because you're like, oh my god, the card came up, this resonated, so it's happening. It's in fact one of the instant manifestation tools. So everything can be a conduit to heighten your consciousness. We do not have to make anything to limit human beings. Because even if we talk about the gemstones, they containing remedies ultimately are giving you the solution, and the solution is not only occurring because of the gemstone. Yes, the gemstone is holding a particular frequency, that is harboring a particular frequency, and that is again connected to a particular set of emotions which is getting affected by the crystal or the gemstone. That's how it is getting affected. But imagine how powerful it would be if you channelize your energy and really balance out your energy and intentionally set the crystal for it. It's gonna accelerate the momentum even faster. It is gonna speed it up even faster. Everything has its own consciousness and is important. Astrology has its own consciousness and is important. Philosophy has its own consciousness and is important. Psychology has its own consciousness and is important. And everything is true. I am not someone who will say that, oh, astrology is not true. It is true. How is it true? Because based on the planetary conjunction to all the emotional balance out you've had, the repercussion you're having to the transits that are happening in terms of planet, that repercussion is making you react in certain way and respond in certain way, because you are already seeing your life through that lens, and together everything is conglomerating, every field is conglomerating to create that dimension where you are harboring in that frequency, literally, where that planet is affecting you in either a positive way or in a negative way. I loved my Saturn retrograde phase, like Sare Sati phase. People say Sare Sati is bad, Sare Sati is this, that. I had like a revolutionary phase with Sare Sati because I am a very well connected person to my morals, values. I'm very clear about what I want to do and my boundaries. I love boundaries. And the planet of Saturn, I don't have fear to it. And I started actually going through my birth chart and everything when I was in class 4. When I was 10 years old, that's when I knew how to check my birth chart. I knew all the name of the planets, and I really knew that, okay, these cannot affect me because I will not let anything affect me. Because every time, my family used to be very superstitious, and they'd be like, oh, you are impatient, you need to wear pearl. And I used to be like, I will not wear pearl. I will continue to be impatient. I'm a Gemini, that is why I'm impatient, and impatience is helping me. That is why I'm so resilient to do something, some change in my life. I used to see things in that way, but I never disregarded the knowledge, because I used to check up horoscope messages a lot. Till 2008, I used to regularly check horoscope messages and tarot, and there was a program in arts with tarot. I used to watch that a lot. Till 2008, I was like really into it, but 2008 just changed my life somehow. 2008 dimension flipped it all, and from 2009 I was like literally into a phase of spiritual awakening. I had my spiritual awakening phases started, and I could see the correlation with Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho came into my consciousness in 2008. I think that was the change in my life, because and Alchemist was not the first book I read. I read Veronica Decides to Die in 2009. That started to change my life. Then I started reading other books of 11 Minutes eventually I read. Then I have read Pilgrimage. Then I read Alchemist. And that was the change. So 2009, yeah, I was saying 29, lol. So yeah, 2009. But prior to that, I was interested in astrology, and I have seen it come true. Like, sometime it would say that it would not be a good day, and then I would go to the school and it would turn out to be not a good day. And eventually it came to my mind that, oh, whatever I think, it will happen. So I'm going to think positive. But that was my optimism from unconscious competence. Like, I did not know law of attraction exists, But I just like, I will not think negative. They're saying this will happen, then it's happening, so let's think positive. That is how I felt it. But eventually I got to know about law of attraction, and since I have studied psychology, it was like, oh my god, how is this true? I literally had to study the simulation theory, reality distortion theory to literally finally buy in. That is why I'm into quantum manifestation and quantum jumping, because I could not buy law of attraction at all. I was like, thoughts create reality? Really? I have 1 million rupees. Where is it? It didn't show up. It doesn't create reality. I was that person. But I was humble. I was like, okay, so many people are getting it. They're talking about law of assumption. They're talking about Neville, and I started studying Neville. I was like, and then there was a part in Neville's book where Neville talked about depression is not real. And being obsessed with mental health, I was so disappointed. I was like, this is bullcrap shit. Depression is fucking real. I don't believe in this. I'm not buying into this. But then I still wanted to know, like, this has to be real because so many people are getting results. It resonates somewhere, but I want to know deeper. So I started studying. I came across Silva method. Silva method made extreme sense to me. Then I started studying about, I was already studying psychology, as I said, so I was aware of the layers of consciousness and Jungian principles of consciousness. So I started connecting the dots. Then I connected the dots of CPTSD and spiritual awakening stages, and finally I was at a point that where I had reached a dimension where bird godment happened to me, and I got to know about quantum jumping, and my life changed back in 2017. And ever since then, my life has never been the same. I got obsessed with quantum realm, and that's how I got into the quantum realm. I'm like, this has been my life all along. I mean, I believe in this. I have always believed in energy, but nobody told me that you can manipulate your energy. I've been doing this all my life unconsciously, thinking that this is my way of living. And then quantum mania happened recently. I'm like, okay, this has been a consciousness. It's a realm. This is there. This is what the physicists have studied all their life. And yes, physics was my greatest tool to connect, because I believed in physics like Gita. We all have our own religion, right? My religion is physics. Nikola Tesla and Einstein are my god, and I believe in physics with blind eye. Like I can just focus on physics with, like, I can close my eyes and believe. So that is where my belief formulated. And it's not that I'm agnostic, because living in India you cannot be agnostic with so many temples and everything. But with so many temples, I was like, who do I believe in, bro? And like, I've been asking God for so many things. It doesn't happen that way. So there must be something else. But quantum physics got me closer to God, because the day when I started studying quantum physics, I came across God particle, and then eventually I had that complete set of awareness and understanding that, okay, God is a sensation, a particle within, and then Neville Goddard fell in place. God is inside of you. God particle, Neville Goddard, it all started to make sense. And I was like, okay, vibration, manifestation, God particle, it's all one point, and it's all happening at once. And then I could understand that I am the consciousness. It's not like I believed in it overnight. I did question and retrospect, but my questioning tendencies were different. I did not like completely discard it, because as I said, I don't discard anything. I know everything is true. I see how it is true. I know it's true, bro. So many people are buying into it. So many people are getting results of it. Has to be true. How is it true? If you hold this mentality of how is it true, you will humble down, my friend, and you will have the room to learn more. You will have the awareness to learn more. So everything is true. Bhagavad Gita is true. To everything is true. Dharma is true. But dharma is again based on your conscience programming. You think if you leave a wife and go to the second wife, people will judge you. But my dear, you're concerned about your self-image, and you're really concerned about something out there is going to punish you, and that is where your conscience is getting triggered. but nothing out there can punish you, because you are the God having a human experience, and you are going to choose that programming and that sensation and that imagination that nobody is punishing me. Imagination is creating your reality is actually a very deep concept, but because it's like your sensations are actually your imagination, because you're sensing it and feeling something and it's all happening. It's actually your consciousness aspect imagining it. So everything is actually a filament and fragment of your imagination, and that is also true. And so it is true that everything is your frequency. It's not like frequency is superior to imagination, because with science people, no, everything is happening at once. Astrology can be used to manifest something, because if you are seeing that this is the current state of your chart and this is what is going on planetarily, see how is it affecting you emotionally. See how with a gemstone or a crystal you can balance it. But not only gemstone and crystal, also incorporate and integrate the integration field, the emotional field. It will be an add-on, an acceleration to your multidimensional presence. But don't forget to also inculcate in your consciousness, your psychological awareness, to ensure that you are in a peaceful state of mind. Also, don't forget to inculcate your philosophical doctrines to have a meaning to it. And that is how we live a meaningful life, create meaningful creation, create meaningful expression of our manifestation of our consciousness, and we push out everything to get created. Everything can be manifested. And there is actually a aspect called RAS in our brain, reticular activating system. So in your RAS, if you focus on something, so going to the traditional example of yellow duck in law of attraction, if you focus on your RAS and focus on there's a yellow duck in my energy field, I'm seeing yellow duck, I'm seeing yellow duck, I'm seeing yellow duck, yellow duck, yellow duck, yellow duck. You're thinking it in your head, you're thinking of a yellow duck, you're imagining it. Just sit out there and think of a yellow duck for like 17 seconds. Hold it in your mind, that yellow duck, and open your eyes, and then you would be seeing yellow duck everywhere. And that is because your reticular activating system, RAS, is like whatever you focus on, your brain really creates a synchronicity and state of consciousness to start focusing on everything which is in that frequency, and you start seeing more of that, and your energy field gets filled with those synchronicities. That's how you catch anything in your simulation. We're living in a simulation literally, and whatever simulation you catch, that is going to become your vibration. So if you're in a simulation of I have 1 crore rupees, it's all working out, you will catch the vibration of that. So let's read the comments. So there's so many comments, so let's read them. Nail pen and lipstick color. Thank you, Priyanka. So felt a vibration already in sacral chakra. Satya is saying, hi Naina. So Satya is saying, saw Polish full. Hi Pankure. Hi Vapidas. Hi Shelly. So many of you are online. I'm like so grateful. Do share the video as we are live so that more people can join in and watch this beautiful event that is happening now. So you can literally manifest anything. Hi Komal. So Satya is saying I saw yellow Polish today. So Polish is a flash. Polish fool, we say. Fool means flash in Bengali. So, hi Nisha. So, coming to romance manifestation and money manifestation now. Comment down below what amount would you like to manifest. Because whatever is believable to most of you will manifest that. So, comment down below what is the amount you are looking forward to manifest. So whoever comments the first amount below, we're going to manifest that amount. Hey guys, comment. What amount of money would you like to manifest? 33 crore. Finally somebody has wrote something. 33 crore. So you are manifesting 33 crore. So let's focus on the number 33 crore. How can we connect to the 33 crore? There are 33,000. There are 33 crores of gods and goddesses in this planet of Sanatana Dharma, of Hinduism consciousness. In Hinduism, there are like 33 crores gods. So if there are 33 crores gods, there are 33 crores dimensions. So from 33 crore dimensions, 33 crores can come in your way. What are the different ways you can have 1 crore? You can convert various products of 1 lakh, or you can have 31 crore each for 33 transaction, or you can have 50 lakh each. There are like unlimited ways how you can make the 33 crore or 100 crore. So 100 people have to give you 1 crore each. So what are the ways how the money can come? You can have a real estate business. You can value each of the flat for 55 lakhs. So that makes you, and there can be 100 flats, so that surpasses the limit that we are hinting towards. So if you are looking forward to manifest it, there can be what all other ways. So you have a business from where you're already making 5-6 crores, so you are making that money to start another business, and maybe you start a luxury brand hotel, and that takes you to the turnover of 100 crores or 33 crores, or there's a lottery going on and you have gone for it and you have least expectation and you're like it's coming in anyway, and you're just getting that whatever you have planned, that penthouse and everything, that 33 crore lands up in your account. This is how you are becoming a conduit of receiving. It's not like I have money is coming to me, money comes to me from infinite sources. You're not a robot. It's about, and there are robotic affirmations, and there are meditations online which you can listen to rewire your subconscious mind. So you don't need to go on saying money is coming to me, but open the aspects in you from seeing where the money can come from. 33 crores is not a big amount. That's where it starts. 100 crores is not a big amount. That's where it starts. Like 100 crores. 100 crores. How is it coming? 100 flats, each valuated at 1 crore. So, financial consultancy. There are so many ways you can make money. You can have a LIC premium sold if you're an LIC agent. I'm talking very directly now. Sorry. So, and you have a premium sold. You have it. You just sold a 5 lakh premium. So 100 crore divided by 5 lakh to that many amount of people. You can have courses sold. You can have products sold. You can have a brand with products. But why would people buy from you? What is the feeling that is getting generated from your brand? What have you been doing to sell your brand? What have you been doing to promote your brand? What have you been doing for your branding? There are plethora of ways how money can come. Infinite ways. how money can land up in your account. You can have a seminar sold, you can have events sold. For that, you must invest in knowledge and inculcate in that knowledge, and that's the knowledge industry which I hail from. My forefathers are Tony Robbins, Dean Krasyosi, and I am just making self-education the new norm, and I'm very proud of doing that. I am really honored what I'm doing. I really love the knowledge industry and information industry. So it's through selling of information you can earn. So there are infinite ways how the money is coming. So the money is not a big deal. The money is coming. And since the money is coming, what are you doing with the money? How are you changing lives with the money? How have you upgraded the poverty consciousness of your country? How have you contributed to your country back? How much tax do you pay? Are you like cringy about tax payment, or you realize that the tax amount is going to really help the rural cultures to develop? Are you complaining about it? Or are you seeing that how you are contributing with it? Are you cringy about losing a little money, or you're like understanding that it's just all you? You are experiencing the money anyway. If your country develops, you develop. So are you having a developmental outlook to the process? If you want to get that car, you're actually contributing to that company's GDP. So you're doing a honorable job. It's not like, oh, this girl got a car. Wow, you got a car. You are actually contributing to so many lives. We talk about petrol prices and stuff, right? But do we think about people who work there? Do we think about the stuff? Do we think about people working in refineries? We don't. But I do personally, and we all should. And when we do, we would see how it's all going back. We would not complain like, oh my god, onions are so costly. We would be like, onions are this pricey, like we can contribute more. Doesn't that vegetable seller also deserve to have a abundant life and beautiful life after standing in the heat for like hours and selling the vegetables? You're coming home and cooking and having in a air-conditioned room. We are living in a transactional universe of give and exchange, and money is always getting printed, and money is abundant in nature. You can have abundance of money coming to you from infinite sources. Why do you want the money? How can you luxuriously expand your life more? How can you buy yourself all that you desired without guilt? If you had a lot of money, you would not be carrying guilt in you, right? Oh my god, I'm spending for a trip. It's unnecessary investment. You would not be doing that. And in fact, stop doing those. Those are the ways how we lose money, because you literally need to embody the state of consciousness like whatever I spend, it comes back. So no big deal. In any field of knowledge with enhancement of skill and practice, anyone as on date can be able to reach to any dream. Absolutely. Papitas is saying that absolutely. Work on your skill. Work on your practice. Work on getting better. If a sales transaction is not working and not being able to close the deal, you are having psychological burnout. You're tired of going up and showing up for calls and they are not happening. You're frustrated. Hold on right there. Recharge yourself. Invest in a therapist. Energy exchange, realizing that your energy exchange is coming back. And then once that space is in a position of being healed, it will be a conduit to receive more money. You're literally an energy conduit, and your ability to receive money has to expand. Your money receiving capacity has to expand. Remember this always. And when your money receiving capacity expands, you start receiving more money. What holds on a money receiving capacity? Limiting beliefs. Exactly those fearful thoughts of money is evil, I shouldn't have it, if I have it I lose somebody, if I have it something bad will happen, I cannot handle too much of good. Why can't you handle too much of good? Because you do not have the logical awareness that this good is not happening from some evil. That is where your logical mind needs that awareness of, okay, this is how it is happening, this is how the simulation is getting created, and I'm an energy conduit. I'm holding this space. I'm literally a vessel who's holding space. So there's nothing to worry, there's nothing to get overwhelmed that something will harm me. Superstitions go away when fears go away. Superstitions had been formulated from fear of having not basic education. But right now we have evolved a lot more as a collective consciousness. We've educated ourselves more, so it's really time to transcend past the fear also with the logical mindset outlook, being submerged in this consciousness where it is, from there to take it to where you want to go. So 33 crores or 100 crores, not a big amount. But I have 33 crore rupees. That's where it starts. I have 100 crore rupees. Why is that 100 crore rupees coming to me? Why do I deserve it? What impact am I leaving behind to deserve it, receive it, and sustain it and feel good about it? It can be your husband giving it to you. But why do I deserve it? Okay, because I love my husband a lot, I am sustaining it. So you must have a reason to sustain it and feel deserving. And it's all in the head, it's all in the thoughts, it's all in the belief system, which has to be shifted to create that reality distortion theory, to bring you to a state of consciousness without fear, doubt or anything, to bring you to a state where without the internal objections you can hold the money. So now coming to romance manifestation, let's talk about third party eradication today. So if you are in a situation where you really love a guy and the guy is cackless, having multiple flings and stuff, the part of you which is hurting that, oh my god, I'm so hurt, the guy is a player, that is where you need to know that I'm hurting that he's a player, but with my hurt I'm getting back, and know that now the hurt is going back to him and he's stopping to be a player, but his conscience is getting affected because all the hurt, I channelize the pain to know now that this guy is stopping to be a jerk. Does that make sense? So it's that simple. Stop seeing the guy as a jerk. Look at the guy as a, wow, this guy is crazy about me. It's all about resonance, baby. Resonance creates the reality. What you resonate to, it creates the reality. This is my theory, like Chirasree Banerjee theory. So resonance creates reality. What you resonate to, that happens. So if I am resonating to that my guy is such a jerk, it hurts so much, I'm heartbroken, I'm tarnished down, my guy is going to continue to be a jerk and might say things like, I'm going to have 2 girlfriends, you have to adjust with it. Or you can be like, my guy is a jerk, I resonate to it, I break the resonance and I shift the resonance. I know that I'm resonating because these thoughts are what I'm buying, and now I'm choosing that my guy has stopped being a jerk and he's the most kindest human on earth who's madly in love with me, has blocked that trick and he's all into me. And that's how we roll, baby. And it is going to shift. And that is how beautiful this process of manifestation is. Thoughts create reality. Stream of thoughts create reality which you resonate to and buy into. You can only buy into the thoughts that you have logical reasoning sorted with. So tell yourself that, hey bro, everything is fine, let's binge watch some manifestation content, and then let's have fun on third party situation. So true, Shari Singh. Priyanka's laughing. Nisha's laughing. So yeah, you can manifest anything. Money, boys, trip, any freaking shit. You can manifest to be everyone's favorite. But first, know that it's done and how, and get the logic clear inside of you. Bhaktidas is saying acceptance and or let it go. Exactly. Accept it and know, and then let it go. Initially, it might be difficult to accept because you're like, no, how is it going to happen? Whether it's going to happen or not. Let it go. It will do its work because it's already done. If you really want to know how, what's the intricate detail? Welcome home to Quantum Manifestation. This is what we do here. I love doing what I'm doing. So that is why I am so, obsessed with researching about intricate details and really going detailed, because I am interested in it. But there are times when I have to manifest fast cash. So I'm not going to think like shift is happening. I'm literally going to shift to that dimension because I've done enough work now. So it's going to literally be a second. I'll be like, oh, the money is coming because I deserve it for whatever reasons. And this change is happening. Shift is taking place. It will start shifting. So if somebody is there out in your family who's taking stupid decisions in their life, and you're like, why is this person taking this decision? I don't want this person with this person. Why is she dating this guy? Hold on right there. You are seeing her as she's dating that guy and you're feeling hurt. So you're resonating to the idea that she's dating him. So you have to know that, oh, I am resonating because it's believable with what I see and stuff. Things can be manifested, things can be shifted. So I can stop resonating and know that things can happen. And this is the how that energy configuration shifts, and then things starts to happen. So I am going to choose to believe that manifestation is real and she has got nothing to do with him. And you'll immediately get into the consciousness of knowing that, oh, he's got nothing to do with him. And that's where you start resonating from that consciousness and start creating a vibration from that state, knowing that, oh, she's got nothing to do with him. Similarly for money, if you're resonating that I don't have 33 crore rupees, so you're resonating to it. So you need to know that, hey, manifestation is real, money is getting printed, there are a couple of ways to get money. So now I'm going to believe that I have 33 crore rupees, and your belief system has shifted and you're like, I have 33 crore rupees. It's done, bro. Simple as that. So thank you and love and light to you all. It was like a beautiful event, impromptu event, which I had no plans about, but with so many success stories and so much of gushfulness of joy, I just had to come live and do an event. And after a long time I did an event, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you and love and light to you all. In the description you will find my WhatsApp link. So if you want to connect to me, join my broadcast link, get notified, read my posts whenever I write them, see success stories, or connect to me for quantum integration therapy sessions or other programs. Like we have plethora of services and programs and courses. Go ahead and contact me, and welcome to my world if you are new to my world. And keep manifesting, keep vibing high, and keep raising your frequency and vibration and vibing with this energy, because you are a multidimensional being having a human experience. So in all your dimension, I intend that you are vibrating in abundance, love, and serendipity and gush, and you are now vibing in every conduit of your core consciousness to know that you are the reverberating speed of magnitude of miracle that is happening now, and you are the living miracle embodiment who is vibing now, and with you the entire planet is vibing in that heightened consciousness of serendipity, blissfulness, and euphony, and you are the one having a relinquishing human experience with the serendipity of energy dynamics playing in an amalgamating, unifying field for you to just bring out and protrude and push out the manifestation for you. And you are the one who is now gushfully sinking to the vibration of synchronicity and harmony and miracles and magic to now be the conduit of miracles in every core corner and feel it in every brain, and now push out because you're the magical human being having a spiritual experience. Thank you and love and light to you, my spiritual beings. Love you.